Oh no, I don't want to start right now.
Ah,
You started? Just suppose. By the way, this is Charm. She works with me. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. We're really happy to see each of you. So we have more than oops, sorry. We have more than 400 people registered for this event. So a lot of you cannot be there, but they're watching the replay. So we're very excited. Just to introduce myself in 1 minute, and then we'll jump because you're at the right place. If you want to grow your business, your sales, or recruitment, you're at the right place. LinkedIn is one of the best platforms. So I'm Caroline Doyle. I'm a French Canadian from Montreal. I've been a lawyer, a manager. I manage over 100 employees. 2015, we moved to Alabama in the US. I had to reinvent myself. I became a financial advisor and then a partner for a company who is #1 in the US in finance and insurance. And we came back. I started my coaching firm. And why I will share the next fact, you will see that sometimes life throw you some curveballs and you have to decide what are you doing with this. So really short, last year, I was really sick. I lost my voice. I paralyzed with the vocal cord. I was not able to talk. So I had to, again, reinvent myself because I was not able to maintain the coaching. So I decided to launch Lead Gen because I was using this system before and I got 300 clients like this. With referrals and this, that was my only 2 sources. So when I saw the success of this, I saw how the technology was strong because there's a lot of things during a software and LinkedIn. I was a big fan of LinkedIn. When I was in the US, all my team was coming from the US, from LinkedIn, sorry. All my recruiting was coming 100% from LinkedIn. In April 2020, during COVID, my team has one of the best score, and we were really in a poor area because we were using LinkedIn. So today what you will learn is stuff that you can do also manually. You don't need to buy those expensive accounts. If you want to push the strategy a little bit further, good for you. But you will be able to do things with the free stuff also. So for me, LinkedIn was really like the last 10 years, I've been in business because of LinkedIn. So that's why when I didn't have a voice, I said, you know what, I can still meet my mission. I can still do what I want, helping people to succeed with their business. I just had to shift. Now, obviously, I can talk, so that's good. But so we want to help people. We want to make sure that whatever you're using, generally in sales, I don't know if you know, sales or recruiting, you need to have at least or three sources of prospection that you can rely on. So one can be your warm market. The second can be LinkedIn. But LinkedIn, and I will be very honest, it's not an on and off game. Okay? It's a consistency. It doesn't have to take 2 hours a day. It can just be 15 minutes, 5 days a week. But it's a consistent. You have to be consistent because you have to build those algorithms behind this. Okay? So before we start, those who are here, how familiar on the chat, if you want to write, on a scale of 0 to 10, how good do you think you are with LinkedIn? Don't be shy. We're here to explain. And those who are live here, if you have question at any time, raise your hand. We'll take question. So we have a 3. What else do we have? How confident are you with LinkedIn? That's it? 4. Okay. So I guess mainly what we do, we post. We try to, I call it post and pray. We hope that somebody will respond and say, yes, I want an appointment with you. Or I guess we connect with people. But today, what I want to share also is a system, and again, it could be free. It just, when you're in sales or recruiting, you need to have a process behind. Okay, so question so far? No? Okay, let's start this. So today we'll learn about why LinkedIn is important. The target, having the right people. And on LinkedIn, you can target people. How fun is that? Instead of going all over the place, now you can have a strategy. What is the power of Sales Navigator? Okay, Sales Navigator, it's LinkedIn, it's an account that you have to pay, but you will also see the free account. You will see the difference, but you will see also the power of what you can reach, what you can do. What are the good habits that you need to build as a prospecting strategy? And when I say prospecting, again, sales or recruiting, it's a prospection. What are the good habits that you need to build to be very successful with LinkedIn? And we'll share some sequences of message to have an impact. And after that, after the replay, you will receive a playbook of, I think it's 20 pages of different kind of sequences of message. So everybody who register will have the playbook. So that will give you example of what do I do? What do I say? And of course, at the end, we'll share how automation and artificial intelligence can change your game. So let's start with some facts. Did you know that 78% of people who are using LinkedIn said is the most effective strategy compared to other prospecting channels? So 78%. That was a survey done, I think, last year in the US. I don't know if you know that, but it takes 6 to 12 touches to get 80% of your sales. 6 to 12 touches. I know we can be like, oh, but I need a calendar fill out right now. I need an appointment. I need money, whatever it is. But this is the rule. Whatever is the industry. So 80%. So if you don't have a system, if you don't have a process behind, most of the time you're running after the game. You're not even in the game. And 49% of salespeople are stopping after the first follow-up. When we just said it takes 6 to 12 touches to get 80% of your sales. So keep this in mind. That's why LinkedIn will help you. But you need to be patient and consistent. So why LinkedIn is important? Who has an ID? Who would like to just unmute themselves? Why LinkedIn? Who has an ID?
LinkedIn allows you to target.
Yes, target. What else? What else do we have on LinkedIn? Who's on LinkedIn? Everybody.
B2B marketing is the concept for LinkedIn, in my opinion.
Yes, B2B, B2C. Okay, but it's also your biggest database of professional network. So if you're targeting people that they are professional, they are business owner, they're making money, this is where you have to go. Whatever you're offering, you have to look. Are you going with Facebook? Are you going with LinkedIn? Depending what are you offering. But if you want to talk to professional and business owner, this is the biggest database. There's 875 million users. Can you find your next client here? You can target, somebody said it, you can target your people. And if you're adding some value, you will convert your clients. It's the place that people are seeing value. They're looking for content. They're doing some researches. Of course, there's Google, there's Facebook. But if you add value, you will be able to convert those prospects into clients. Just put the chat here. Yeah, Leo said there's many people on LinkedIn. Yes. And also, you can have some metrics, analytic, whatever is your strategy. It could be networking, it could be whatever it is. It's always good to have metrics. Do I targeting the right people? Do I ask the right question? Do I have the right script? Do they like my offer? You need to keep track to know if your effort makes sense or not. With LinkedIn, you got this. And you know what? You just readjust. I don't know anybody who had a perfect strategy. That's life, that's sales, that's marketing. You always have to readjust, but stay focused on the goal and say, okay, this is my target market. I just need to fine tune some details. So that's why LinkedIn is important. And the beauty of this, you can do this in your pajama. How fun is that? Or, if you were in Quebec, November, December, all the schools were in strike. The French school were in strike for 5 weeks. As a parent, it's like, what are we doing with kids? When we don't have snow, we have rain. It's like, you can still work on your business with kids around. So that's good. You can do it. Nobody see you. So why are we talking about target market? Okay. So before you have a strategy, and I hope that what you will learn here, you can apply offline. So having a target market is so important. Who is your kind of clients? Who you would like to serve? Some of you may say, I don't know. So first of all, check. If you don't know, check who's your best clients right now. What kind of criteria do they have? So you want to take this, copy, paste. You want to replicate this. Okay? But having a target market and the avatar, who is the person inside of this. Let's say I'm a financial advisor and I would like to work with business owner. On LinkedIn, I can decide that I would like to work with business owner that they are probably over a little bit 30 years old, 10 years of experience. I want to work with employer or entrepreneur that they have 5 to 20 employees. They've been in business since 3 years. They are here in Quebec, they're here in the US, whatever you want. Okay, so you can build your target market and the avatar, who is the person inside of the target market. And on LinkedIn, you have 42 criteria. Can you be more specific? How fun is that? You put all the criteria and then whoof, it's a machine. Also, when you work with target market, you start to understand the pain. Most of them will have approximately the same pain. The pain become a hook. This is why they will start to listen to you. If you're talking, I'm taking an example as a financial advisor. We know that business owner, 93% of business owners are paying too much taxes. So knowing this, I will not send the same message to a business owner than somebody who's, let's say, and no offense, but somebody who's just an employee at Walmart. They don't have the same challenge in life. They have different challenges, but they don't have the same one. So with having a target market, you can be very specific and start to have the same kind of pain, so you can adapt your message. And your job is to reduce their pain with your solution. And you want to create a repeat formula. And also, when you have a target market, you start to see the benefit, because you will be able to save some time, be efficient, Keep a personal touch, even if they have the same pain. With LinkedIn, that's the beauty. If you start to build your process, and it can just be 15, 20 minutes a day. But if you're consistent in your lead nurture, it can save you. It can be the same thing as if you were doing example, 1,000 cold call. I don't know about you, but I hate calling people. Even my friend, by the way, I don't call, but I text. but I don't like calling. So that could be, and it's depending for everybody, but here, if I can save 1,000 phone call and just be in my pajama with music and my coffee in the morning and doing this and get result, why not? So the message is LinkedIn should probably be part of one of your 3 main sources of prospect. So I will start to we'll go on Sales Navigator and then we'll go on free account. You will be able that right now, if you are just starting your business or you're in sales, let's say you don't have a lot of money, that's outside, that's LinkedIn. You don't have money, I will show you what you can do. Okay, you can still do it with the free account. So the beauty of Sales Navigator, and we'll go live to just show a demonstration, you have 42 criteria. How fun is that? Also, Sales Navigator will always save your research and will add you new leads that they look the same thing. So you don't have to reinvent the same thing. And I will show you a process how you can work with those leads. So you can save everything, even if you stop, you have a phone call or whatever you have to do, you stop, you pick up the next day, you have a process, you have a structure. And when you save them, you can start to write them or put them in a list. Okay, so I will show you in live. So you can get the pool of people, and then you start, second step, you start to pre-qualify those prospects. Because let's say it's not everybody will be your client. If you understand the customer journey, 30% of your the triangle, the 30% of people will never be your client. The next 30%, they need a little bit more love. The next 30%, 1 touch, 2 touch, woof, they're ready to buy. At the top, there's a 3% that, oh my God, something happened last week. They thought about you. You reach out and they were like, hey, I was just talking about this with my husband. Yes, I need your services. Don't ask me where is the other 7%. I don't remember. But I remember that it's 30%. They will never be your client. 30%, they need love. They need a system, but you will convert them. 30%, 1 or 2 touches will be your client, and 3% are ready to buy. So now it's on you to do a pre-qualification. You can do this with Sales Navigator. You can also send email. And you see here, free to open profile. Because with Sales Navigator, they said you have 50 credits a month. That means you can send messages without connecting with them. So you can send an offer, and I will say, let's say a soft offer. I'm not a big fan of sending an offer right away without knowing their needs or their challenge. However, when you see free to open profile, it doesn't count as your credit. And again, like I said, when you have those pool of people, then you can save it. Okay, you can save it in a different list. This one was the August list that I took. And you know, when you send an invite, what you did you take note? So you start to be able to qualify. And look at this, those who are financial advisor. I will give you a hint here. Look this, you know who changed job the last 90 days? I'm sure you know why I'm saying this. Who was on LinkedIn the last 41 days, the last 30 days? There's more chance. So now it's a picture, but if I click here, I know exactly who posted on LinkedIn. There's a lot of chance that they will read my message more than somebody who didn't log the last year. Look at this, 511 people on this 132 had the same experience as me. Can I connect with them and share something about this company? Okay, you start to target your action with Sales Navigator. You start to see, and I will show you how I work to help you, but you can save them on lists before you do something, or you write when you write, and then you save a list so you know exactly where you are. And as I said, LinkedIn will keep your action. So you have some traction, you know what works, what doesn't work. Okay, so you can build some list of criteria and everything's safe here. So that's the beauty of Sales Navigator. Okay, so let's go really quick on Sales Navigator. So I will just show you. I'll just show you really quick. And then we'll go on the free account to compare. Okay, so let's say I always start here. So Sales Navigator, it's an extra, depending your state, depending your country, is not the same price, but I think it's around, I don't know, 80, I think it's $80, $85 now, I don't know. It's an extra. However, if you're in sales or recruiting, that should be part of your strategy, because all the gas that let's say you have to go visit people and take coffee with them, everything you're doing will cost you more than this, whatever, $89, whatever it is. So I always start with the geography. Why are you targeting? Okay, because you see there's already Montreal. I didn't put anything, but there's already 1 million people in one city. So we want to target. Okay, you can go with the industry. So let's say I'm a financial advisor. I'm looking for business owner. Okay, I will put owner. I will put company head count. Let's say 1 to 10 employees, because there is more chances that they read my messages than an assistant. 1 to 10. Let's say I want the industry. I want, I don't know, the technology. I can include and I can exclude. Let's say I will just put a, let's say I don't want to work with this company for X reason. Now you can start to include or exclude things, which makes a lot of fun. You're very, like, you start to be very targeted. Those who posted on LinkedIn the last 30 days. Okay, I can even work. Let's say I see Shayna right now. I can even work. It will not work because I put Montreal, but let's say Shayna Wilson. Who are the connection of Shayna that I can work with? So there's 17 people in Shayna network that they are owner and they own a company 1 to 10. So maybe one of my strategy will reach out to Shayna, say, Shayna, I have those people that I would like to reach out. Do you know them? Okay, leverage people. It's important that also if you take from somebody, you give back also. Okay, always important in sales, give. Somebody will give you back also, but you cannot just take. Okay, so let's say I want to work this. What I will do, the way I work, I will save, let's say I want to save this research. You just have to slide this. I just don't want to do it right now because it will save on my list. But let's say you want to save this, you just do this. Then I want to pre-qualify those people because now it become a pool and say, okay, I have Jeff, who's the owner of a staff company. Great, that's interesting. So now I can start to save this to another list. I can create a list.
Excuse me, Caroline, we cannot
Yeah.
see the slide that you're sharing.
I'm not on a slide. Do you see? Oh, you're not seeing LinkedIn?
PowerPoint.
Yes,
You forgot
we
to kill
don't
the
see it.
PowerPoint.
Thank you for letting me know. Do you see now the LinkedIn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm glad somebody's paying attention. Okay, so what I was saying, basically didn't see anything here on LinkedIn Sales Navigator. You can put all the criteria you want. Okay, there's 42. Here I put the connection of Shayna. Okay, and then I can start to work the list. Say, okay, I like this person. I will just save it in the list. I will send an email right away and save. So generally what I do is when the people I want to reach out, I send an email, save them to a list. So when I stop, I know exactly where I am. And I know that we have 3 mutual connection. We share a group. Oh, this person posts on LinkedIn. That's interesting. We may have something in common. Okay, start to go with a little bit what is more warm. When you save those researches, after that, you will see it here. Okay, you will have all your lists here. So you can go back. See, since I did that, I have 2 new leads that LinkedIn is putting in my database. So Sales Navigator, it's a must when you're in sales. That's the first step, that if you have to invest in something, a CRM and Sales Navigator are the 2 tools to help you to grow a business. So questions so far? Comments on Sales Navigator? No? Okay. So what if you don't have to, like you're not necessarily ready to invest in Sales Navigator? You can do the same thing on the free account. Okay, you can do the same thing with the free account, but you're limited. You're limited on how many criteria. However, don't use this as an excuse. You can still do the work to target your people. Okay, so let's say I'm here, I'm coming here, network, looking for business owner, same thing. Okay, I just type here, and then another window will open. I just choose people. You don't have 42 criteria, but you still have some of them. Let's say I want to choose the 2nd degree. 1st degree is all my friends. The 2nd degree is the friends of my friends. You know, like on Facebook, it's your friends. Now it's your connection, is your network. 3rd is the friends of their friends. So it starts to be a little bit far. So keep 2nd degree is always a good practice. And then you can start to put the location. Let's say I want Canada or Montreal. And if you want to add some industry, you can go here, all filters. Okay, but you're limited, but because it's the free version, but you can still do the work. So let's say I have the free version. And in a couple of minutes, we'll talk about what are we doing daily to get some leads from this. So let's say I want professional services. Show result. Okay, I still have 8,000 people. Do you see here? 8,000. So now I look, what are the people that I would like to connect? I will not do right now, but I will start to send, connect. Just pay attention that you cannot send more than 20 connection a day. Okay, if you're sending more than this, you will be on manually, you will be on LinkedIn jail. So just be, as I said, it's a consistent strategy. So connect with the people. Okay, then there's also notification here that it can help you to say, oh, those person are commenting, those are doing this. You can reply, engage with people. But again, you can do everything in 15 minutes on LinkedIn every day. 15 minutes, you will start to see something. Okay, some result. So that's the beauty of LinkedIn. So if we go back to the PowerPoint, let me share with this. Now we'll bring a structure to this. Oops. Do you see the PowerPoint now or?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so free account, you put the criteria, you put your filter, pick the right criteria, you're limited, but it's still good. Just a little tip, when you have the free account, you cannot save the list. So if you're doing your 20, I will say go at the same time, because if you click on another page, you're losing everything. So maybe take a picture or print shot if you don't want to lose this, or best tip, stay focused on the task, because you will lose everything. That's a free account, but again, you can still do it, okay? What are the good habits to build a prospecting strategy? Send 20 connection a day, not more, 20 connection. Post at least minimum 2 times a week. Before I was talking about post and pray. Now you post, but we will do something else with this. Every day when you're opening LinkedIn, go like 5 posts a day and just comment, engage with people. You know, in sales, you have to give and take. So engage with people. Comment. Congratulations for your new job. Happy anniversary. Oh my God, amazing accomplishment. Great article. Okay, comment 5. Just take your feed and just go. You don't have to spend hour on this. And after that, people, you start to send connection, people will accept it. Start to send messages. Have a strategy. Why are you connecting with them? What are you trying to accomplish with them? Have a strategy. You can put this in Excel or in OneNote, whatever you are, and just start to build a couple of messages. Copy, paste. You have to do it manually if you don't have a system, but you can still do it. Okay, start to see what you want to accomplish with them. But at the end of the day, it's time or money. Okay, let's say you just started your business, you may not have the money to invest in Sales Navigator. You can still do it manually, but it will request more time. Time or money, it's always one or the other. But at the end of the day, no excuses. If you pick LinkedIn, be serious with this. I'm telling you, it will pay off. Okay, but then if you say, you know what, now that I did it manually, it's like a little bit painful. Why I will not have a lead generational system to help me, because I would love to put my time where it will bring me back some money. And when I say this, it could be also recruiting. So having a system that will help you, targeting the right audience. Okay, when you work with us, I just want to show you, and that could be an example for what you're doing even offline. Okay, you have a market analysis. Can you see the market analysis here?
Yes.
Okay, so when you work with us, we help you because we believe on the target market. So you will have to do a market analysis. It doesn't take, we don't go over complicated, but we help you, we walk you through this, because everything you're doing this, you can do also offline. So bring some intelligence around your strategy so you can be efficient with your effort. Okay? So you have to do this so you can be targeting the right people. You have to build your brand online. Okay, so imagine that your LinkedIn profile is like a store. People are walking into your store. First of all, to have a good banner. What is your tagline? We help you also with your profile. How can you optimize your profile so people know what are you talking about? What are you offering? How do you help them? What are the pain that you're resolving? So build your brand and then create a full pipeline of leads. And then with a lead generational system, you can still keep a personal touch. Automation and artificial intelligence will help you, but it will stop when people respond, so you can still have the personal touch. I don't believe that robot will replace the relationship. And that's why also you're in sales or recruiting. You want to keep the relationship. Okay, so before we go on the sequences of example of messages, and again, you will receive the playbook. Let's just go see a little bit what I'm talking about. Okay, so again, time and money. Do it manually, but at one point, if you're tired and you want to invest your time somewhere else, have a system. Have a system that it will help you. When you join us, we will help you with the target market. We will help you to identify 3 target market. We'll build some script to help you, some campaign. To 3 campaign, we will help you, and we don't charge more for this. The beauty of this, let's say I'm taking business owner. I will just give you an example what the system will do for you while you're working or meeting your client. So first, the system will send the connection request for you. Then it will go like the last 3 posts of this person. We'll also visit their profile so they can extract their contact information. And then you start with us. We will help you to build the content strategy. We said at the beginning, LinkedIn is you have to add value. Here, this is the right place to start to share. If you have blog, you have videos related to their pain, because it's a target market, you know that most of them are in the same pain. You're the one who will define the timeline between every messages. So all of this are on automatic until the response. So remember again, we said 6 to 12 touches to have 80% of your sales. Most people stop after the first one. Here, the system will do it for you. So that's the beauty of this. Then when somebody responds, the automation stop. Okay, I just want to see, let's see, Robert. And let's face it, when we're going to LinkedIn, it's easy to get distracted, right? I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm like, okay, I have to insert to this person, and then I'm like, oh, look at this person got a new promotion. Oh, look this video, blah blah blah, and then whoops, 15 minutes after, and I still didn't respond to people. But I'm working hard. So now you have no excuses. You have to you just log on one platform and you start to be efficient. You have the conversation at the same place. Here it was the automation. The person said, let's talk, and the automation stopped. Why? You will save 7 to 10 hours of work on prospection per week, because you have everything at one place. So you have the name, you have the title. We work with label to help you to filter, to bring a structure in your sales, in your process. You know exactly which campaign they were. Sorry, I went too fast. Which campaign they were. This guy was a recruiter. I see his resume right away. I don't even have to connect on LinkedIn. But if I want to see more, I will just click here and I will go straight to his page, not to the whole platform, just straight to his page. And how I save time also, you will have some answer. Your replies that you like, just save it. You can save your reply here. That's it. And then you drop one, already adjust to their name, you send. That's it. Somebody said, hey, let's do a follow-up in a month. Schedule it. And because we suggest you to work with labels, when I'm doing my follow-up in Monday morning, or Charm is doing it for me, I'm lucky I work with an amazing person. We can just do calendar link sent. Okay, which one did we send? We sent follow-up 1. So you know in sales that every time you have a step, you're losing people. So people say, yes, I'm interested. You're sending your calendar link. They may not answer since that. So you just do a follow-up, but I don't have to go through everything. I don't have to go through everything to look who's the person I need to do. Which one I'm in conversation, but we didn't have a call to action. Conversation. That's it. Now I can just, there we go. I can just pick up the conversation and maybe share some insight. Okay, so you bring a structure. Let me go back here. You bring a structure. If you want to push a little bit more and be a little bit different, guys, I'm telling you, you will work 5 minutes. Okay, this is really amazing. There's not a lot of people who are doing this. If you want to be different, this is one of your opportunity, including this platform. Okay, I just want to show you for 10 seconds. You work 5 minutes, and then the artificial intelligence will do the rest. It's really amazing. Okay, do you see here? I will record a video on Molly, but of course I don't say her name. I will just play it for 10 seconds so you can see. I was looking at your profile and I'm very impressed with your experience. So I was wondering if you're looking for a new career opportunity. So do you see that the page is moving? So now the person is receiving her own LinkedIn page with the video on top of this. And I work 5 minutes. What the system will do after that will take your video, copy on the next LinkedIn page of the next person on in your pool, in your target. We said we're taking from, let's say, Sales Navigator. I'm taking my list, put it in the campaign, and the system do the rest. So the next one on my list was Leo. So Leo will receive this. I don't want to play it, but we'll receive it with his page, my picture, my notification that day I was sending this, and a call to action. I had a lot of clients like this because they just saw the video. So be different. All your competitors are not doing this. Take advantage of this. And it's already included in the platform. So that's one way to mix your touches, do different things. And slowly, when we say the system will start to be very intelligent, slowly we're coming with, just want to show you something. Soon we'll be even able to tell you what kind of personality before we reach to the person, how you should address them. Okay, the system start to be very, very intelligent. Let's say this. So if you're tired of doing this manually, you don't have a structure, you don't have a system, this will help you. It's on autopilot. You just have to respond. And then you have all your prospect here. And why you're putting the tag? Because here you have all your the prospect with their email, phone number. So it get high really fast. You don't want, you can export them to your CRM, you can put them into an email campaign. However, here's my recommendation. People that are not interested, just like, they're not interested, that's it. I know in sales, we say, oh, let's, challenge them, or just, they're not interested, just pick somebody else. So with the tag, don't merge them into your CRM, just protect their interest. So that's also what you can do. You just push this, or you can just export it on an Excel and port in your CRM. Another way to build contacts and have a strategy. So if you already have an email strategy, let's say 7 emails that you're sending, now you can combine this. Okay, and you have settings and everything. So what it looks like for somebody who just started. Let me go back to the admin. So she started 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks, but we really started the campaign 3 weeks ago. Okay. So what it looks like already since yesterday, she has 51 email that she didn't read. So the last 21 days, she had 130 conversation. So right now, and she started 2 weeks ago, the first 4 weeks, the system is slow. So let me ask you this. How many conversations did you get the last month? Here it's here doing with your pajama and your coffee. You're having those conversations. So manually, 130. The system sent 90 connection because at the beginning we're slow. We have to protect your account. And it sent automatically 110 messages. Who has time to do all this manually? I'm just telling you, just think about it. So if you like the automation, if you're tired of just doing this, you want to process, you want something, this is one of the systems that can work. And I believe in KPI metrics. If you know me, I'm a driver about this. What it looks like after 2 weeks. Okay, 60% of people accepted. So just so you know, on social media, everything over 25% is good. Cold calling, it's 1 to 2%. Just so you know, every strategy is different. So social media, 60%, 28% replied. She didn't have a link yet. Okay, 47, 12%. So here it's a little bit different. So we have to look what are the difference between those two. So we can start to adjust. She did a A/B test, 2 different messages for the kind of the same people, not the same people, but the same criteria. So she's doing an A/B test. Say which one works. 67%, 47%. Okay. I have other people that they track the content. Some are having 98% of people are reading their article. So they are having people on the sideline. They didn't reply, but they're on the sideline. That means they like your content. Can you share more content? Can you be the expert in your field? Can you change their life? So that's the beauty of having a system. Question, comments? Okay, so really quick. So no matter if you have a system, you can still do the same thing manually. It's just painful, but you can still do it. So now let's talk about sequences of messages. What are we talking about? Okay, first, you will have to send a connection request, and this can be done manually if you don't have a system. There's two ways. So if you have a free account, just know that in November, LinkedIn changed their game. You can only send 5 connection a month, 5 requests a month with a little text. So if you have a free account, only 5. If not, you just send without a note. So there's 2 schools about this. Do you want to be very specific in your connection request and tell them why you want to connect, or you want to be more general so they can agree and then they can see the content that you're having? So try both, see which one you have more success. But just so you know, if you have a free account, you can only send 5 a month with the text in. Okay? You have to go visit their profile, like the last 3 posts. That's a good practice, but it takes time. Here the system can do it. What kind of messages are we sending? Do you see this one was sent only at number 5? So we had to do different things. This one was a pain. As I said at the beginning, as a business owner and for a financial advisor, 93% of business owners are paying too much taxes. So now you just drop an article, have a good day, or you can have a call to action. So most of you, you're building a marketing strategy and a sales strategy. It doesn't have to be very complex, but what are you trying to say? How do you position yourself? So now you can start to do this with LinkedIn, manually or with a system. But just start to think, what are the messages you want to send? What are the pain are you addressing? Okay, and the system you can, with lead gen, at least you can book, I don't know, the next year of messages, content. What kind of replies? The system will also save, as I said, save replies. So even if you are doing this manually, just start to put it maybe in Excel, in an Excel spreadsheet. Say, okay, I connect. Second, I'm sending this kind of message for this target number 1. What kind of reply do I want to build? Put it in Excel and then just copy paste. Just do it. Just build couple answer and say, what do I want to say? What do I want to answer? And I'm telling you, more you're doing it, you will have a streamlined process. It's like having a production line. That's what you're building right now with your prospect, your conversation. The goal is to get them maybe one-on-one in your calendar and convert them in sales. But in LinkedIn, Facebook, same thing. It's a dance. Okay. If I'm going to a networking to the Chamber of Commerce, I may have a long conversation because it's an exchange. Here it's like one thing. They reply one thing. So that's why you need the volume with a lead gen solution, because it may take not time, but you never know. You have to wait until somebody responds. Question, comments so far? And whatever you're using, manually, Sales Navigator or lead gen, just bring your process around your structure. Build the sales engineering behind this. It doesn't have to be complicated. Spend an hour on this and just start to design it. Same thing with your prospection outside of LinkedIn. It's the same thing. What are your process? What are you doing? The goal is to save you some time and get results. This is the example of campaign. This one is in French, but this is example. And if your stats are not this kind, 90%, 65%, you may not have the right strategy. Let's see. Sometimes, but I will say everything over 25% is good. So LinkedIn should be part of your strategy. Okay, and then you can mix with the artificial intelligence. This is another example. Somebody who had 234 conversations in 21 days as a financial advisor. Look the last month, what your strategy brought you as a result. Okay, so how it works. With LinkedIn, just so you know, you have 400 connection requests per month. So that's why the 20 a day. Don't go 100 one day, you will go on LinkedIn jail. Consistent, be consistent. 400 connection with lead gen. When you had this, because we replicate human behavior and consistency, you can go up to 1,000 or 1,200 connection a month. If you have Sales Navigator on top of this, it will provide data and insight to help you to prioritize and target really where are the biggest opportunity, and of course save you some times. So second step, Sales Navigator. And if you want to push lead gen, Caroline lead gen will help you to save 10 hours. Strategy, process will help you to build all this. Will help you also to have the right messages because it's drafted by a team of experts. We know what works, and you know what was working 3 months ago, we may have to adapt, but that's sales. That's in every situation. You just have to, like I said, it's a dance. You're not just going on a dancing floor like this. You know, you have to move. Same thing here. Pick one strategy, look what you want to accomplish, what are the results, and then you tweak. But the goal is, can you get 15 to 30 appointments a month? I have some financial advisors, some clients that are over 100 appointments a month, but it's consistency. If they're not replying, I have people that are using lead gen. Like the other day, somebody had over 200 email that I don't know why I didn't respond, but, and just in front of me, the first 5, they wanted an appointment. So also the same thing, you have to reply every day, consistency. Consistency. Just think about when you're taking, like when you want to be on a diet. Okay. When you want to be on a diet, it's not just one day that you're doing 5 hours of a workout. And that day, oh my God, you had a super wonderful day off, no carbs, no wine, nothing. And say, okay, that's it. I lost 10 pounds, right? No, it doesn't work this way. Same thing here in LinkedIn. Daily habits will pay off versus one massive shot. Okay? And those systems will help you to bring your business to the next level. It's very simple. If you're ready to get, if you would like to have a lead generational, you can go straight on the website under the pricing, and the automation will start. You will receive email. Everything will be set. We'll take appointment with you. If you're not sure, book a demo. We'll help you. And if you have a question, you can send us an email. Okay, do not hesitate. But at the end of the day, even if you're not ready to have a lead gen system, you can still apply this manually. So question, comments? No?
So the entire process you said could be for free, or you can pay for you to do it.
Yeah, so lead gen is a software that can help you with this. So this one is $169 a month. But the point is, you have to pick, you spend time every day doing this and be consistent, or you have a software at $169 a month who is doing all the outreach. You also have to respond. If you want that we respond for your team, it's just an additional of $341 a month. $341 additional of the software, and we are responding, booking, doing the follow-up, monitoring the campaign. So there's a couple options. So the first step is you have to ask, are you ready to jump on LinkedIn? The second, do you pick manually or you go with a software? And I highly recommend to have Sales Navigator on top of lead gen. However, it works without Sales Navigator. But the performance is not the same, not because of lead gen, because your criteria are not that specific.
It's pulling the data from the searches, which is why you need if not, then it's pulling from your own account.
Correct. However, you can also pull out from let's say a CSV files. Let's say you have a CRM, you have a lot of lists. You don't need Sales Navigator. We can just put an Excel spreadsheet, all the leads, if you have the LinkedIn URL. Okay.
I'll let somebody else ask questions. Maybe they'll ask the ones I have.
Anybody else? It's time to ask question. No? Samuel, you said you had another one. Do you want to ask your question?
So, who is this best for? The person just starting out or the person who already has connections? If I never had a LinkedIn account and I'm just opening one for the first time, would this be a great fit? Or is this more for somebody that's a little bit more established in using LinkedIn?
Great question. Okay, so LinkedIn, the manual stuff you can do manually. Open a LinkedIn account, start the 20 connection a day. Start to build up. I had a client that he didn't have, he had 13 connection. Before you get to an automatic solution, because I don't want that you get on LinkedIn jail, just wait until you're over 300 connection. Okay, so I had a client that he connected, he had 13. So I said, no, we'll not do it right now because I want to protect your account. Let's do this recipe for 30 days, 60 days, however, like depending. And he did it in less than 30 days. He got 300 connection and we started and he didn't go on LinkedIn jail. Okay, it's all about protecting. And that's another thing. When you're looking for solution, it could be Caroline Legion or something else, but you have to look what are the protection they're putting to protect your account. Ask those questions. For us, we're putting a lot of settings that you like. First of all, there's a minimum or maximum reply. We eliminate pending connection. We have a lot of standard to protect your account as much as possible. And also on the security one, I went to certain bank and the software is approved on security because we put a lot of security. The goal is to protect you. So also those questions had to be asked to make sure that you don't get hacked and all this. So it's not every software that works. So make sure, and just so you know, I'm a lawyer I started as a lawyer. So for me, it's important protection and all this to make sure that we get the result we want. So Samuel, just to answer your question, start manually what we said. And after 30 days, 45 days, you will probably be there. We'll be able to start lead gen if you want. Okay. Any other question, guys? Okay, I hope it was useful. I hope you can start to use LinkedIn because seriously, it's the biggest database. Use it. Have fun. Put you some music when you're doing this. Have a drink or a coffee or whatever, or tea. Just have fun, but be consistent. And if you have questions, please reach out to us. So thank you so much, guys, for your time. Have a good week.